one of those stories that we need more to it. We really do.
Yeah.
But I do not. But I do like that. I do like that statement though. You know, you're not a princess. You're a queen.
Mm-hmm.
I really got down on one
That,
knee and
that
bowed
one.
to you
Ah.
just to suck up a little bit more. Anyway, there is it's a rough it's a rough hard road from when you used to be a conservative and you're slowly drifted over to being a leftist, a Democrat, a progressive, however you want to put it. And this is the trials and tribulations that you have to go through.
There are some downsides to switching from highly conservative to further and further left. For instance, I was a lot more confident whenever I was a conservative, if confident is the word you want to use. The Dunning Kruger effect is probably a better description. I knew exactly how to vote, exactly how to believe. I knew everything there was to know about absolutely everything. My religion was the only right one. Capitalism is absolutely the best way to do things, and everybody wants to be America. But now, the more I study, and especially the more history I study, the further left I go. And the further left I go, the more I realize just how little we know about the world. And it's a bummer because if I point out something like, hey, our healthcare system's broken, or hey, income inequality is a problem, and I get bombarded with questions like, what are you, a socialist? Do you hate freedom? What about Venezuela? I don't know, man, I'm not an economist. I just know that things are messed up.
That was the Venezuela part though. That confused me.
Everybody always brings up Venezuela as the strawman argument of the socialist country, the communist, I should say, country. Yeah, it's bullshit. It's a strawman argument, nothing more.
Okay. So yeah, when you actually when you remove that laminated piece of paper that you read from that already has the answers to the same issues that we go through, yeah, it is kind of harder. I'm not saying it's not worth it. I'm not saying it's something that you don't need to broaden your freaking horizon. I'm literally not even saying you have to be a Democrat or a leftist or a progressive. All I'm literally saying is open your damn eyes, open your ears, open your knowledge. I'm trying to learn that if you have an answer to a complicated problem and it's just a one sentence answer, not the right answer. We have said on this show many of the times, it is every problem that we have in this country. I want people to stop saying, all we got to do is, and all we had to do was. No, that's not true at all. You really feel like if we remove this sting from this problem, the problem is completely solved. That is absolutely not true or realistic. Is complex. It will take time. The only issue that I've ever had with these problems is we just don't even actually start to fix it. We just see the problem and go. One thing that does slow us down is all we have to do is, again, shut up. No, we don't. It's more complicated than that. But at least move in the direction of actually doing something. You can be non-denomination politically if you are just capable enough to realize that any problem that we have in this country is not solved with your little laminated piece of paper. Any problem that we have in this country is not solved by you insulting the other people who have a problem with that, who sees a problem with it. What are you, socialist? What are you, woke? Yeah. What are you, asleep? That's it. Anything?
I find it really interesting when my neighbors, who I have gotten out of the Fox bubble and working on two more, they come to me with these different realizations now that they are looking at multiple sources. Do you know that they were telling us A, but it was really B and C and D and E? It's like, yes, yes, I did know that. And I'm so glad that you are finally joining the party. This is where I will say there are some people that have the patience to go and walk the slow, sometimes painful walk of deprogramming somebody on the right. Because all we want is to find out what we have in common and start from there. The majority of people that I come across, they are not looking for the divisive issue. They're given the divisive issues. But once we say, okay, stop with the Fox News sound bits, and let's talk about how this goes in your life. You have kids, grandkids? How's the education? How's the transportation around your place? How is, pick whatever kind of an issue you want to talk about, but make it, the thing is, you have to still make it relate to them. And for those of you that don't have the patience, don't try. It's totally cool. Those of us that do have the patience, we know. Probably like unwork years of somebody's slow deprogramming work. So yeah, don't worry. All good. And honestly, I think it is up to me, my cousins, to talk to each other. It is not
You're on
your
mute.
responsibility. Marlon, you're
You're on mute.
muted.
I'm sorry, I apologize. What I wanted to say was, and I apologize, and I'll let you finish your thought. Please do not pull. I beg of you, because you will unravel everything that you've done. Don't gloat about it. I told you so. You should have listened to me alone. Please don't do that. This you have taken the thought of everything that you was trying to get them to understand and put it right back on you to go on. I'm the wise one. This ain't about you. It's about us. So please do not do that. Don't do that. Don't gloat. Don't I told you so. Don't you listen to me. Don't what backhanded compliments. What took you so long? And I've been telling you this, but don't, man. Look, I'm sorry, Anna.
That's
Go ahead
not
and
what
finish.
it's about.
Go ahead.
You're exactly right, though. That's not what it's about. It is about all of us. And there is one people who are more and more getting in the way of everybody else progressing. To me, so I once asked these lovely folks that I'm on the panel with, do you consider yourself a leftist? And basically, I think we all answered the same. I am not on the left,
No.
but I do lean left in my policy for political issues. my personal definition, if you will, is that if I am doing well, I want everybody else to be doing well. We are only as strong as our weakest link. And so we have to work for the good, the greater good. There is a million reasons why all of these things have become, not sure what the word I'm looking for is, snappy logos, not logos. You know, when you
Slogans.
slogans. Thank you. Yeah,
Or
the
slogans
greater good, all that.
lately.
I am serious. But sorry, like Anna said, if you're going to guide someone
Like
to
what Anna said,
help
if you're going to
someone,
guide someone back to helping someone through, then you must create a safe space for them to do so. Depending on who you and the time of day, I might. That's Thea
right?
said. Depending on the time of day, he might be that person. But yeah.
Hmm.
I'm on the left. I'm not a progressive. I'm a progressive. I'm just not agreeing with a
Okay,
lot of
but let me ask
people. Go ahead.
this: there is a difference between the left, and I'm putting air quotes around that. I say capital T, capital L, and being on the left. So, are you capitalizing those words? Or are you just saying you're on the left? Are you a leftist? They say very different things to me. I hear a lot of people say, I am on the left. Girl, where are you?
First of all, stop singing at me. I hate people who talk like that. I really hate people who talk to me like that. It is someone, where are you? Oh my God. Oh, hey, you know what? God is one syllable. Surprisingly enough, not 2 or 3 or 4, depending on how upset you are. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Apologies. That's personal thing with me.
Mhm.
Oh
I
my
hear you.
God.
Oh, just do not, do not. And do
Just
not assume. Just do not. But yeah, give
uh
people a safe space. And they will come and they will talk to you.
this is a silly example, but what about if it's a really wacky belief like, oh, I changed my mind from believing that the earth was flat to the earth is round. Can you say I told you so then? No. No.
You can.
First of
I
Not,
all,
would.
not,
here's the funny thing
not
about
just
it. The earth is
undo everything you've done. Your whole relationship with them. The moment you choose sarcasm, you unravel all the work you've just done. No, no, even then, because you're looking at somebody who really believes that the world is flat because they look out of their doors and their windows and go, I don't see it. Okay? So,
I'm sorry. Just,
okay, I'm sorry, everybody.
sorry,
I should not
I
have
really
used.
should have shown
I
that. I
shouldn't have
apologize.
used
You
it
was on the road.
twice.
The point is, Parker, no, don't do it because
No.
what you're looking at is a a situation instead of looking at a beginning of a journey. First of all, people who sit there and say the earth is flat, I don't even put any stock to that because I'm like, what the hell is this even a subject? Who cares? What did they got to do with the price of milk? I don't care. You can think the Earth is oval for all I care. I don't. What? Knock yourself out.
It's calling science into question.
Yes.
That's where that stepping
And you know
stone.
what? I will be more inclined to listen to somebody who's an anti-vaxxer more than I'll listen to somebody who says there's an Earth flatter. I'm sorry, I can't do that because one is a life-saving situation. One is talking about what the hell at the bottom of the Earth. I can't play this game with you. When you come to me and so Parker, I would literally have to work on my sarcasm because if somebody came and said, I now agree that the earth is round, I have to stop myself from going,
Really? Congratulations.
This is when you come back to your friends and go, guys, come here, I got a story for you. And you don't let it out to them. Because, yes, this is important. You are teaching somebody to actually look at facts and not just believe everything that they've been told. Marlon, you muted.
Yep, you sure are. You're muted. We can't hear you.
I was talking to Foxy, so.
Oh.
But let's go ahead. So, capital L means left of center, moderate policies for me. Lower L is just like left of Republicans, which can still be on the right. So, left and left of. So, left,
Okay, so
capital
I
L.
didn't know what you
Left
said.
of is lowercase L. So, the left still needs to work out their own biases before trying to make new. Say it to the people in the back. I'm way out there, but you all know that. Susan, some of the ideas that we've had needs to be way out there because as we see, the most baseline ideas ain't working.
Sure not. They really
So we
weren't.
need some way out there ideas.
Incrementalism will be the death of us all.
Yep.
If you're my friend, you know sarcasm is part of the deal. Plus,
Thank you. You better know it.
ITYS can be useful. I try not to pander, and all beliefs don't need to be entertained. Like I said, it literally has to stop me from I believe now that the earth is round.
Good. What else you believe?
Okay. We're not throwing
And
a
I
parade.
think Tracy's response was a perfect response.
What else have changed?
You might have meant that sarcastically, but that actually leaves it open for them to tell you something else. Like I said, it's not for everybody. And if it's not for you, that's not a bad thing.
I still believe Obama is Muslim. Yeah, okay.
Oh, now them people go on to the left. Get my face. Now look. Now y'all know I'm not a fan of Obama, but come on. I got that one. You still saying that? Stop watching Fox News.
Yeah, they
Just
actually are
stop.
still saying that.
He's from
They
Kenya.
are-
No, he's Kenyan because his father's from Kenya. Like I'm
Yeah.
African because my ancestors are from Africa. But guess what? I was born in Indianapolis, Indiana. So therefore, I'm also American. See how you can be both? See how like you can be Irish and American? I can be African and American. See how that works?
So one day I was walking down the street. I had just moved into my neighborhood. And I had a scarf over my head because I didn't want mosquitoes flying in my ears and making that noise in my. Hate that. Somebody that I now know where he lives decided to stop his truck, roll down his car, and yell at me to go back where I came from. I looked at him and went, New
Huh?
York? What's your
I love
point
that when
here?
they say go back where you came from. Okay, take a ship back to Italy or France or England or Germany, wherever you came from.
That
And
has
just go.
always been my return line.
Okay.
Go
See
back to
you.
where you come
Cause see,
from.
we
I'm
was here
sorry.
first.
Are you
See,
Native
we was
American?
here first, so I'm gonna stay right here because my people was here before yours. So let's just work that out first. Let's work that part
I'm
out.
sorry. I have two questions. Well, I have a question and a statement depending on the answer. Are you Native American? No. Okay. Then you need to go back where you came from.
But they
And
threw
I'll
me
go
in
back
there.
when you go back. When you send me a postcard saying that you're there permanently,
Oh,
I'm
wait
How
for
we gonna
that
go back and
line
we don't?
though. I had a grandmother third time removed who married.
just stop because we going too far.
Just stop.
Yeah. My uncle's cousin's nephew's dog, who had a owner whose cousin's niece, bruh, the dog broke the chain. We're done with this conversation. There's
And he
no.
named the dog Lakota.
The Earth actually rests on the back of a turtle. Yeah,
Yes.
why not? It's better than a lot of other stuff that I.
Mhm.
2018 patience, 2023. The F is wrong with you. You can't say that, Piers. No, Piers. You can't. No. No.
I wanted to ask before. I was born in New York.
Yeah.
Um, I wanted to ask before, like, okay, who are we keeping locked up in a basement compound somewhere so that we can actually pull out juries who are still unbiased? Eh,
I think they have watered down the questioning. Um,
Have they?
yeah,
They would have had to.
because I kind of think they've gotten to the point of saying, even if you have some knowledge of it, how much knowledge of it do you have? Because they
So,
literally have people who the law firm hire, whose job is to literally look at the facial features, the reaction to questions, of their eye contact and everything else, their personality trait and everything else to pick jurors. That's their job.
okay, okay.
If you watch the show Bull, it's on or used to be on CBS. I don't know if the show's still on there or not. But that's what his job was. He would go. He was hired to go before the jury before they pick jurors, and he'll tell the attorney, "No, not number one, not number three, and not number five." And he's taking all of this from their reaction to questions, their background, their posture, their occupation, their mannerism. They take it is a quick formula that they work around in their head to go, yeah, that jury will work, and no, not that one.
I would be really curious to know whether I would be considered unbiased enough or could be unbiased enough in my deliberations because I have dedicated the
Yeah,
last at least 3 and counting years um, to learn more about Black issues. And when I saw that he was a baby, he had such a baby face. That's what I saw. I know there are people that will, you blackmail. You're a threat, seen as older than you actually are. That was a baby. He still had chipmunk cheeks, and yes, that's intelligent. Anyway, you know,
We're gonna go
and-
ahead and
and-
move on to the next video. So
Yeah.
we've already